Hi, this is King of Review. In this problem, we're asked to solve 5c minus 4b plus 3a, and we're given these three matrices here. So what is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers in rows and columns. Row by column is how you name the matrix, and this is also its dimensions. So let's take a look at the matrix here in letter A. This matrix has 1, 2, 3 rows, and it has 1, 2, 3 columns. So this would be a 3 by 3 matrix because it has 3 rows and 3 columns. Each number in the matrix is called an entry. So these numbers here are the entries of this matrix. There are 9 total entries in this 3 by 3 matrix. So let's look at our problem. The problem asks us to solve 5c minus 4b plus 3a. So what we're going to do is plug in each of the matrices for the various letters here. So we have 5 times matrix C. This is matrix C, so we have 7, 5, 3, 12, 16, 4, -9, -5, and -1. Next, we subtract 4b, so minus 4 times matrix B, which is right here, 10, 12, 16, 12, 15, 13, 11, 20, and 19. And then we add 3a, so 3 times matrix A, and this is matrix A, 3, 5, 9, -1, -5, 0, 4, 6, and 2. When working with matrices, a real number is called a scalar. To multiply a matrix by a scalar, you multiply each entry in the matrix by the scalar. This is called scalar multiplication. So let's look at our expression here. For 5c, we're multiplying the scalar 5 by each of these entries here. So each entry is going to be multiplied by 5. For the next part, 4b, we're multiplying 4 times each of these entries. And we'll multiply 4 by each of these 9 entries. And then for 3a, each of these entries will be multiplied by the 3. So 9 times we'll multiply this 3. So what does this give us? So for 5c, what I'm doing now is multiplying the 5 times the 7. This gives me 35. 5 times the 5 is 25. 5 times the 3 gives me 15. Now for row 2, 5 times 12 is 60. 5 times 16 is 80. 5 times 4 is 20. And for the third row, 5 times -9 gives us -45. Then we have -25 and -5. Minus 4b, so we're going to multiply each entry by 4. So 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 12 is 48. 4 times 16 is 64. For row 2, we get 48, 60, 52. And for row 3, we get 44, 80, and 76. And now we're adding 3a, so 3 times 3, that gives us a 9. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 9 is 27. For row 2, we have -3, -15, and 0. And the last row, we get 12, 18, and 6. To add or subtract matrices, you must add or subtract corresponding entries. And you can only add or subtract matrices with the same dimensions. So let's first check what the dimensions are on these three matrices. So this first one has 3 columns and 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3 rows, so 3 by 3 columns. 1, 2, 3 columns. So this is a 3 by 3 because it has 3 rows and 3 columns. The second matrix is also a 3 by 3. It has 3 rows and 3 columns. And this last matrix is also a 3 by 3. 3 rows and 3 columns. All of them have the same dimensions, therefore we can go ahead and add or subtract them. When we add or subtract matrices, we must look at corresponding entries. What does this mean? This means you need to add or subtract the entries that are in the same position. So if we look at this upper left-hand entry, which is 35, this is in row 1, column 1. So we must look at the entry that's in the same position for these other two. So let's do that. This will give us, for this first entry, we're looking at 35, 40, and 9. So we have 35 minus 40 plus 9. Next we have 25, 48, and 15. So we have 25 minus 48 plus 15. And then we have 15, 64, and 27. So this is 15 minus 64 plus 27. So this is the first row. Now let's move down to the second row. We have 60, 48, and negative 3. So we have 60 minus a 48 plus a negative 3. Next we have 80, 60, and negative 15. So 80 minus 60 plus a negative 15. Then we have 20, 52, and 0. So 20 minus 52 plus 0. And for the third row, we have negative 45, 44, and 12. So we have negative 45 minus 44 plus 12. We have negative 25, 80, and 18. So negative 25 minus 80 plus 18. And the last entry, we have a negative 5, a 76, and a 6. So we have negative 5 minus 76 plus 6. So now we've set up each of the entries here, and the last thing is to do the math and solve for each of the entries. So let's look at this first entry, 35 minus 40 plus 9. This gives us 4. Then we have 25 minus 48 plus 15. This gives us a negative 8. 15 minus 64 plus 27. This is negative 22. Now let's move on to the second row. We have 60 minus 48 plus a negative 3. This equals 9. 80 minus 60 plus a negative 15. This is 5. 20 minus 52 plus 10. This is negative 32. And for the third row, negative 45 minus 44 plus 12. This is negative 77. Negative 25 minus 80 plus 18. This is negative 87. And then the last entry, negative 5 minus 76 plus 6. This gives us negative 75. So this here is our final answer, and this is letter D. Thanks for watching.